And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
Well, you remember we had the big hot heat dome, the big hot ridge that dominated New Mexico through our area, all the way into southern Canada, even eastern Canada for that matter, and New England back in June. It was split into two pieces, and over the past week it has been extremely hot down in the parts of the south. You know, heat indices pushing 130 in Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas, and then another piece is out here in California with historic heat developing, temperatures in the 1-teens in parts of California. And even with this ridge in the southeast, we had heat indices pushing 120 even in western Kentucky a couple of days ago. And the high temperature at Raleigh today was 106. So this is really intense heat. Now, why am I talking about this? Because this hot ridge that's contracted is helping to guide Beryl. And because the ridge is kind of contracting a little bit, Beryl's taking a little bit more of a northwest turn and should kind of track more northeast of the original thinking. The original thinking was Brownsville, then it was Victoria, and now it appears that it may be between Victoria and Houston. And Houston could get hit very hard with a storm surge and some very heavy rain. It makes landfall here, and then before this ridge redevelops up here and gives us heat next week, it should race to the northeast and could bring some pretty good rainfall far southern Indiana, Kentucky, and down into Tennessee. But Beryl looks pretty sad right now, though. The Yucatan has totally ripped the storm apart. It's rather disorganized right now. It's a tropical storm, winds at 65, but should strengthen likely to a Category 2 hurricane. And I'm thinking probably, Victoria's here, Houston's here. It may be more like about right here, even though all the models are over this way. Eventually, it may be a track on the farthest to the right of this spaghetti plot where it tracks, and then it moves again. I think it's going to be this Tennessee, Kentucky track, and that's where a lot of the rain is going to be by mid to late week. But we're rain free tomorrow. It's a really nice start to the weekend. 82 after 63 in the morning. Low humidity, a breeze, and 78 to 84 should do it for highs. Look at that, viewing area wide. Sunday's warmer and it's more humid. It's 87. Winds are out of the southwest, just cumulus clouds bubbling up. 85 to 90 going to do it. 85 Logansport, upper 80s at Fowler and Attica. The heat index, well, upper 80s into the mid 90s. There is Futurecast, kind of a broad view here. We'll get into Sunday night, early Monday. There's Beryl between Victoria and Houston, landfall likely. Here's Monday. We're pretty hot and humid on Monday. And then the system races northeastward. We get a few of these storms Monday night, and then some scattered storms on Tuesday. There's the center, the remnants of Beryl. And finally, by like Wednesday, the center should be moving through Tennessee, Kentucky, and you can see the rain just south of our area. And then the hot upper ridge kind of builds over the top of all that right here. The main jet is way to the north. You can see the upper jet here. So this is just a lot of heat coming in by the time we get to next week. And here's the thing about next week, with that upper ridge here, it's hot anyway, but we're blowing wind off wet soil south of us. So it will be a moist, just oppressive kind of heat coming in by next weekend and beyond.